For the year ahead, think tanks and financial institutions are putting their money on 4.3 to 6% for real rates of Chinese economic growth. What are you predicting?
My personal prediction is 6%. IMF, International Monetary Fund, they recently raised their estimate from 4.4% to 5.2%. I think many others are going to raise their estimates. If you look at people who really know, look at Chinese estimates. The Chinese Academy of Social Sciences predicted 5.1%. The Chinese Academy of Sciences predicted 6%. Every province and municipality and autonomous region has announced its target growth rate for this year. They range from the lowest is 4%, the highest is 8.9%. I actually calculated the weighted average of all the provincial rates. The weighted average turned out to be 5.64%. That is, at the local level, people expect growth to be, somewhere between 5.5 and 6%, right? And this is before the new programs that come out from the new government. And I think in the next month or two, you're going to see revisions, upward revisions of these low estimates.
The year has begun on a bright spot. Borders are reopening and people are traveling and people are spending money. At the same time, as we've touched on, there's going to be a new cabinet and a new premier in China, which in itself is a significant event.
Yes.
If we look at China in terms of 5 years, what will these 5 years bring under these new faces?
I think the economy will recover. Okay, that's why I say 6%. And in fact, not just for this year, I think for the next decade, China will be able to grow at an average rate of around 6%. And my prediction is that by 2030, Chinese GDP would reach parity with US GDP. But I always hasten to add that even then, Chinese GDP will be around 1/4 of US GDP per capita. That is, on the per capita level, it will still be only 1/4, which is very low, right? Which actually tells us that the job of the Chinese government is to develop the economy.